Hello, beautiful souls. I am Sarah Ariana, and in this video, we're talking about the Lightworker's blind spot, also known as the Lightworker and the Fool's card. What does this mean? Thank you so much for being here. Let's dive right on in. The Lightworker's blind spot. What does this mean? For many of the Lightworkers, we've come in with purity. We've come in with this deep desire, this mission to aid humanity, to help Mother Earth, to help the animals, and with such a strong intention and conviction that this is what we are doing. And within the Lightworkers, there's also a coding that we cannot see energies when they are feeding off of us, or other energies that have another intention or motive besides a pure heart. So going back to when you first entered this planet, and this could be for some of you when you entered into the womb, you may have noticed it began right then and there for you, already stabilizing your family's energies. You came out as a baby, and you might have been born into narcissist energies, controlling energies. And as time went on, was there some kind of traumatic event that happened to you emotionally, mentally, physically, sexually, that other energies may have come in and you may have been a target? There's many layers within this blind spot for the Lightworkers. With one layer, we are not able to see others' intent, that it can be malicious, and this can be consciously or unconsciously, that they come in and deliberately feed off of your energy. And you may not notice until you become really tired. And then you need to step away. And in some cases, even walk away from the relationship. This could be a friendship. This could be a partnership with a colleague. This can be a relationship with a family member. And this can even be a partnership with a spouse, a boyfriend, a girlfriend. And you've noticed that when you took the time that you needed to pull away because there was an actual feeding off of your light and your energy. This is very common within the Lightworkers, that we come in with a purity of kindness, of love, of intention, of helping, so much so that we easily sacrifice our own energy, our own needs. And we move into people-pleasing tendencies. This is very easy for the Lightworker to always give to others. And now this energy is coming in for June. And this energy, the soul alignment of our mission and purpose, the huge amounts of energy that's coming in through the geomagnetic storms, the solar flares, all of this energy is guiding us, aiding us to step up into our sovereignty with confidence and with boundaries and discernment. It's all right to say no. And we are in training. We are in training now that when we go back and we take a look at when we were little, in the womb, as a baby, as a child, as a teenager, as a young adult. How many times did this pattern and cycle come up for you that others were feeding off of your energy and you didn't see something? Someone came up and wanted to be your friend and you're like, okay, yeah, sure. Let's go for coffee. Let's do that. 2 years later, you're like, oh my gosh, how did I not even see that? I knew that I was tired, but I just kept putting that aside. There's no way. No. Until it got to the point where you didn't even want to be around this person. And again, on their end, it can be consciously or unconsciously. However, they feel great when they're around you. They always feel better and lit up. And this comes to the next layer of the Lightworker with the blind spot, with this Fool's card. And this is with touch. Touch is so important for the human. And this is holding hands, hugging. It's very important for our energy. However, how many times when you look back at your lifespan thus far, has someone hugged you and you felt depleted? This may not be a lot in your lifetime, but take notice if you had to have a nap or you notice a difference in your energy. And we're coming into a point now, a very significant point within the Lightworker community with boundaries, discernment, that we can say no now. And let's take this a little bit further within the layer of this blind spot, the Fool's card, within the Lightworker community. Some of you have a very specific mission. And it's so finely detailed that others were like, I didn't want to take that mission on. It's just a bit too, you got to go through so many hurdles and through so many tests, and I'm kind of out of that. I'm going to do something, where I hold the light. I'm an anchor for the light. I'm going to help this group of animals and this group of humans. But some of you have very specific mission and purpose. And within this group, you may also be targeted where when you come into this planet, there are other energies that know your energy signature. And you may have felt since coming into the planet, looking back at childhood, looking back as a young adult, looking back as an adult now, that you've had certain moments, energies come at you. Labeled as a friend, labeled as a community, labeled as family, whatever that is. But over and over and over again is to deter you from your mission and purpose, to draw your energy elsewhere. And this also can be where you feel that if you're around others that have a lot of nanotechnology in them, that everything that you are saying is being recorded, observed, and watched. There's many layers within this Lightworker blind spot. And the Fool's card is that we don't see it because we come in with such a purity, with such kindness and love and intention of helping, that we don't see it until it's really affected our energy. We don't see those that are feeding off of us with whatever intention they have. However, we do generally, we will see this. And the energies that we're in now, we're seeing this quicker and quicker and quicker. And you're also going to be feeling this a lot more. And that's the intention of this video, is that yes, Lightworkers, for many of us, have this blind spot. Not all Lightworkers will have it. But for some of us, yes, we've had this blind spot. And we're in training now to see these blind spots, to really set the boundaries and set the discernment into place now. To really tune within and to ask ourselves the questions before starting up a friendship, before someone reaches out to you. Tune within first. and see if this aligns with your energy, your heart, before always saying yes, before always wanting to help. We're really stepping up now into, even before we hug someone, you do a quick check-in. And if it doesn't align, if you've just been through a massive geomagnetic storm and you're like, I really just can't right now, you can just take a step back and say, oh, thank you so much for this. And you can bow with your hands in front of you. There's many things that you can say. But we're really stepping out of the people-pleasing, finding our boundaries, and still have that beautiful, strong intention of purity, of wanting to help. However, it's no longer with sacrificing oneself. It's with the awareness of what is actually happening right here and right now. So for additional support, on June the 11th, the full moon, Gru, my soul sister who lives in Denmark, and we're going to be offering a free live Zoom event to provide those that register a clearing and releasing of your energy. Release what no longer serves you, and it's a soul alignment. And this is not a recorded event. We ask only those that can attend the live to register, and the link is below. And for those that are wanting one-on-one appointments, these are now open with Gru and I. This is a live Zoom session, 75 minutes, where we tune into your energy with you. We clear and release the infiltration, and we align you to your soul mission and purpose. And these are very big one-on-one sessions. These are not for the faint of heart. And the appointments are now open, and the link is below. And for Lightworkers support, this is beautiful. At the end of the month in June, on the new moon, anyone that is in need of healing support, the registration link is below. And it's a group of us that gather together of Lightworkers. And as soon as we enter in this live Zoom event, the healing energy already begins to meet you where you are at and provides the support. And I leave this video with a magical spot here on Vancouver Island. I was walking and hiking in the forest, and I was walking down one path and the light called to me, and I just pressed record. And I didn't see anything while I was recording. I was recording and I was closing my eyes, recording. It just felt so good, the light and the birds and the energy. And then when I watched back, the light was absolutely so beautiful. And may this energy flow deeply into your being, your soul, your physical vessel, these wonderful physical vessels that we're in. And bring soothing energy to your heart, to your nervous system, with the message that all is well, and you are doing such an incredible job. Blessings of love and light to all. Namaste.